Merchandise at the merchandise stand located in the lobby.
We caught some of the coaches before the tournament. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here on the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi campus, home to the 2013 Southland Conference Volleyball Tournament. You know, we have the semifinal matchups here this afternoon. First one was this morning with the Northwestern State Lady Demons and the Houston Baptist Huskies, where the Northwestern Lady Demons will now be in the championship tomorrow. Got our next matchup coming up for the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears and A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. I'm JC Hernandez, and I'll be bringing you today's play-by-play here with my co-host, JJ Jackson. JJ, how do you feel about these matchups today?
Oh, man, it's been an exciting day. You know, you saw Northwestern State just play one of their best games and taking up that match and making school history by advancing to the conference tournament championship game for the first time. And with this match right here, this is what it's going to be all about. These Central Arkansas Sugar Bears, #1 seed, regular season champs, going up against this A&M-Corpus Christi squad, who are young in certain positions, but they are a very aggressive team. UCA running that quick offense. You know, the Islanders are going to have to really stay on their toes here tonight to get this big win.
Definitely. You know, we met up with both coaches right before the tournament started to talk about some of the key players that we had in this matchup, and here's what they had to say.
Well, that's a great question. Marissa is a great volleyball player, wonderful young lady, and that's more important than being a good volleyball player. We tell our kids that all the time. And so, but she is good. She's one of the best in the nation, in my opinion, and the conference has 2 or 3 really good setters. But she does what we need her to do, and that is to kind of listen to some of the calls we make from the bench. She knows who to go to at different points of the time in the game. She's solid, steady, and she's got the mental capacity also. And you have to be strong between the ears to be a great setter.
Yeah, 2 well-deserved picks. Those are our 2 6 rotation players. They're the anchors of our team, our top point scorer, our facilitator. and it's really nice to see the rest of the conference appreciate them the way that we do and give them that award.
And welcome back to the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament. We are in Game 2 of the semifinals with the University of Central Arkansas Sugar Bears versus the A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. Let's take a look at the matchup that we have going on here today, JJ. Let's talk about the Islanders for a little bit.
Well, yeah, the Islanders, they played, really great yesterday's matchup against Sam Houston. But right now, the hot player for that team right now is, outside hitter Brianna Brink, the junior from Corona, California. She's having a great tournament so far. She had about 10-plus kills yesterday in the matchup, coming off the bench, just performing for Coach Greystone, and she's really definitely have to step up. But as you talk about this Islanders team, you cannot forget about senior setter Logan Bork. Bork, who is ranked nationally right now in assists, and right now she is leading the conference in assists with 54.
Yep, definitely. The Islanders are a team to reckon with, but they are going up against the number 1 seeded team in the conference, the University of Central Arkansas Sugar Bears. And a couple of players that you cannot fail to mention with this team is, first of all, their setter, number 3, Marissa Collins. She is the key to this team's offense. And, they got a lot of players here in the front row that you can talk about. You got Snars and Najee, as well as some of their big-time blockers like Dietrich and Gantier, but Collins is the glue that holds them together, and she's going to be the key to today's matchup to be able to carry the Sugar Bears through to today's match. Also want to mention Shelby Behringer. She powers away at the defense in the back row. She's that key player for them. I think she's going to be in the libero position today going up against the Islanders, and they're really going to have to take it to them. You got a really good defensive team on the UCA side, but you got a really good offensive team going over to the Islander side, so I think it's going to be a really good matchup here this afternoon.
Also for the Arkansas Sugar Bears, you can't, they're top in conference in pretty much all offensive categories, including this tournament. They're leading in hitting percentage, kills. It's just, they've been doing a great job offensively as well. Coach McFadden's really emphasized on their defense stepping up. But the Islanders' defense definitely needs to step up today against those big hitters from Central Arkansas. Back row, Maldonado, King. They need to have probably the game of their life here tonight.
You know what? They had a great game last night against Sam Houston State. Let's hope that they can have another great game here today. Like we're getting ready to take a look at some starting lineups here in just a moment. Got the fans all riled up, ready cheering on the Islanders, as well as the Sugar Bears. We got 2 big crowds here tonight this afternoon. For both teams, we got a nice big crowd traveling from Arkansas for the Sugar Bears. They got a nice big fan base over there.
Yeah, definitely. It was about 50 minutes until game time, and the Sugar Bears are out here warming up, and their fans is cheering on like this is their home court. So, we'll see how the Islanders will react to that.
Yep. Islanders getting a good fan base here in the Dugan Wellness Center. Let's take a look at their starting lineup this afternoon, JJ.
The starters for the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders, who are seeded 5th in this tournament, is sophomore outside hitter number 4, Ivy Barsh. Freshman middle blocker number 5, Shaquin Parker. Right side hitter number 9, junior Ashley Phelps. Outside hitter junior number 10, Brianna Brink. Middle blocker senior number 11, Sarah Sanchez. And the setter senior number 13, Logan Bork. And in the libero position we have sophomore number 3, Shayla Maldonado. Usual start. We got the usual starters here today for the Islanders, as they are the visiting team here in their home court here in the tournament.
So starting off for the Sugar Bears, we're going to have number 1, Petty's freshman 6'1", middle blocker. Number 3, Marissa Collins, senior setter. Number 5, Scout Brooks, outside hitter. Number 6, Beth Rogers, 5'7", defensive specialist. Number 9, Paige Ganter, middle blocker. And number 13, Heather Snars. And over in the libero position, you're going to get number 4, Shelby Behringer. So, you got a nice, good starting matchup between these two. Got a good starting lineup from the UCA Sugar Bears, as well as a solid starting lineup from the Islanders.
Yeah, you're just going to be expecting non-stop aggressive volleyball from both of these teams. This is the time right here. This is the semifinals. This is the game that everybody wants to get to that championship game.
Yep, both teams fighting for that spot in the championship to be able to play for a spot in the national tournament. Winner of tomorrow's championship will move on to the NCAA tournament later on in this season. This is win or go home, JJ.
It's critical right now. The Islanders have their game face on. The Sugar Bears have theirs on. So this is about to be a scratch-and-bite game right now. As it's fans down here, you have pretty much a fan battle right now with the Sugar Bears and the Islanders. Excited to see how this outcome is going to be.
Definitely, I spoke to Collins yesterday, and Collins and Brooke yesterday, they both said that, they take each team that they go into this tournament very seriously because, once you get into the tournament, you can't talk about stats. You can't talk about anything else. It's a clean slate when it comes to this tournament. We saw that earlier in the tournament when it came to Oral Roberts and HBU when HBU came out on top of them. They were the underdog. So you can never really underestimate any of the teams here in the tournament. Now kicking off the serve, we got Logan Bork with the serve. Gonna get picked up. Got a nice one over by Ganter. Phelps on the outside. She's gonna get blocked, and that one's gonna get put down for the first Sugar Bear point. That's gonna bring up number 4, Behringer, to serve for the Sugar Bears. And we're going to get an ace by her, taking it right over to Maldonado.
Already quick start here for the Sugar Bears, coming off hard.
Behringer still on the serve, picked up by Barsh. Bork going to go outside to Phelps. Phelps off the block, right over. That's going to get picked up by Brink. Bork right over to Brink on the right side. She's going to push that one back. She's going to go outside to Ganter. Schnars. That's going to get freed over by Maldonado, picked up by Behringer. Collins outside to Schnars, and she's going to put one down on the outside. Sugar Bears up 3-0 here in the first set with Behringer on the serve. Got a nice pickup from Barsh. Bork going to go over to Shaquin Parker, and she's going to take that one right over to Brooks for a nice right side kill.
I'm expecting a lot of things come out of Parker this game. Freshman, she's going to have to step up and play like a veteran to stop big hitters like Najee and Schnars on the front line.
Definitely. That's going to bring up number 17, Haley King on the serve. Got a nice serve by King, picked up by Brooks. Collins going to go outside to Schnars. She's going to get blocked. That one's going to get picked up. Collins going back row to Brooks, picked up by King. Bork going over to Brink, but we are going to get a double called on Bork. It was a little bit of a late call there on the refs.
Yeah, Brink did a great job on pushing that deep corner. No one was covering that. It would have been a great point for the Islanders, but, those double hit calls have been really tough all weekend.
Definitely. That's going to bring up number 3, Marissa Collins on the serve. Got a nice pickup by King. Bork going over to Parker, and that one's going to get smashed out of bounds. So the Sugar Bears taking a 4-point lead here in the first set, 5-1. Collins on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Got a nice pickup by King. Bork out to Brink. That's going to get saved by Bork. Parker in the middle, and she's going to drop one right in front of Collins for an Islander point. Islanders down by 3 here in the first set, 2-5. That's going to bring up number 3, Shayla Maldonado, to serve. Got a nice serve by Maldonado. That one's going to get shanked off, saved by Behringer, and over by Najee. Brink on the outside. She's going to get picked up by Collins. Got a good one by Petties. That's going to get picked up by Maldonado. Sanchez out to Barsh. Barsh over to Brooks. Collins outside to Najee, picked up by King. Bork outside to Barsh. Barsh, and she's going to hit that one out of bounds.
Looks like assistant coach for the Islanders, Kim Maroon, looking for a double call there. She got the bench hard and try to aggressively, attack that call there. Thinking they missed the call for the Sugar Bears.
Got a nice serve by Schnars. Sanchez going to tip that one over. Collins barely saving that one. Najee's going to free ball, down ball that one back. Bork outside to Barsh. Off of Behringer. That one's going to get saved by Pettis. Bork outside to Barsh. She's going to get blocked. Saved by Maldonado. Bork back out to Barsh. Saved by Collins. Pettis out to Najee. She's going to get blocked. Saved by Maldonado. Bork outside to Barsh once again. And she's going to tip, and that one's going to fall for an Islander point.
That was very smart from Barsh because Najee and Pettis were on her the whole time on her attack heels, and she played the smart, better move there to get the tip over the blocks and got the point for the Islanders. Definitely,
and we got number 10, Brianna Brink, on the serve. Got a nice pass from Behringer. Brooks off of that last one, and she's going to take it right over to King. And that one's going to get shanked out of bounds for another Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears up by 4 here in the first set, 7-3. That's going to bring up in number 8, Amy South, to serve. Got a nice pickup from South. King Bork going outside to Barsh, and she's going to fly that one out of bounds. And looks like the fans are looking for a touch there, but they're not going to get that call. So the Sugar Bears going up by 5 here in the first set. Got a nice pickup. Bork going outside to Barsh. She's going to tip that one deep, and that one's going to fall outside the line. And we're going to get a timeout from the Islanders as they are down by 6 here in the first set. We'll be right back after this timeout with more Southland Conference Volleyball.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Contact your
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to contact your local State Farm agent.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here on the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi campus, home to the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament. This afternoon, we have the UCA Sugar Bears taking on the A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. UCA Sugar Bears leading the Islanders right now 9-3 here in the first set.
Yeah, the Islanders starting off a little shaky here against the Sugar Bears. You want to make sure you do not want to get too big of a lead or too big of a separation here from the Bears, because once they're on, they are on. They are a very aggressive offensive team.
Got a good serve from South. King with the pickup. Got Sanchez tooling off the block, and she'll pick up for the next Islander point. Islanders down by 5 here in the first set, 4-9, with number 4, Ivy Barsh, on the serve. Got a nice float serve from her, picked up by Brooks. Got a quick one over to Ganser, and she'll put that one down for another Sugar Bear point. That's going to bring up number 6, Beth Rogers, to serve. Got a nice pickup from Ramirez, and it's going to be into the net. So the Sugar Bears taking a 7-point lead here in the first set, 11-4. Rogers still on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Got a nice pickup from Ramirez. Bork going out to Phelps. Phelps with a nice kill, but that one's going to get picked up by Rogers. Another good kill from Brooks, but that one's going to get put over by the Sugar Bears off that off pass. Sugar Bears taking an 8-point lead here in the first set, 12-4. Rogers on the serve. Nice pickup by Ramirez, saved by Bork. That one's going to get freed over by Maldonado, but we're going to get a double called. We're going to get a substitution. We got Olivares coming in.
Smart for Coach Grayson to bring in a sub. You know, you don't want things to get too out of hand here.
Rogers still on the serve as the Sugar Bears have a 9-point lead here. Sanchez with a nice slide. That one's going to get picked up. Ganter back row over to. Nice hit by Sanchez. That one's going to get blocked. Over to Phelps on the outside. Picked up by Rogers. Behringer going over to Brooks. Nice pick up by Maldonado. Bork going back row to Barsh. And she's going to take it right over to Behringer for a Islander point. Islanders down by 8 here in the first set. Number 11, Sarah Sanchez on the serve. Got a nice serve from Sanchez, picked up by Behringer. That one's going to get tipped out. Barsh with a nice pass. Bork over to Parker. She's going to get blocked, and that one's going to fall right in the middle of the coverage. So that's going to pick up the next Sugar Bear point.
Ganter and Brooks, they're double teaming on that block there from Parker. Just very great play there from the Sugar Bears.
Got a nice pass by Barsh. Bork going outside to Phelps, and she's going to catch the line on the outside.
Phelps is definitely going to need to step up here for the Islanders. She had a great game yesterday against Sam Houston, you know, hitting double-figure kills, but she's just going to have to bring her A game here today in order to get this win from Central Arkansas. Definitely.
Islanders down by 8 here in the first set. Got a nice pass from Rogers. Collins outside to Schnars, and she's going to put that one down for another Sugar Bear kill. Sugar Bears up by 9. Behringer on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Got a nice pass from Barsh. Bork going over to Parker. She's going to tip that one out. That was going to save by Petty. Snars with a nice kill, picked up by Maldonado. Picked up by Bork. But just not enough for the Islanders. So the Sugar Bears taking a 10-point lead here in the first set. We'll be right back after this timeout with more Southland Conference Volleyball.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born, and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here, host of the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament, where the Islanders are taking on the Sugar Bears in the second semifinal matchup. Let's talk a little bit about the Islanders right now, JJ. They're struggling just a tad bit here in the first set.
Yeah, the Islanders is coming off really shaky against the Sugar Bear team. You know, as I said earlier, you do not want the Sugar Bear team to get that great momentum going offensively because they are a tough team on the offensive side on that front line. You saw Coach Greystone there talking to his team, like, hey, guys, let's settle down here some. You know, it's the first set. We're looking a little jittery, a little angsty. You know, we can come back right here. Let's see what we're made of.
Definitely. Got the Sugar Bears with a solid 10-point lead here in the first set, 16-6, with number 4, Behringer on the serve. Got a nice pass from Brink. Maldonado going to go out to Phelps. She's going to roll that one right over. Collins over to Pettis for a nice kill for the Sugar Bears. Got Behringer on the serve, and she's going to float that one right over. Bork outside to Phelps. And a nice kill by Phelps, and she'll put one down for an Islander point. That's going to bring up number 17, Haley King to serve. Got a nice serve by King. Collins outside to Schnars. That one's going to go out of bounds, so the Islanders will pick up their next point. Islanders down by 9 now here in the first set. Got King on the serve. Got a nice pickup by Brooks. Collins going over to Petty's, and that one's going to be out of bounds too.
This is the momentum the Islanders need to take right now, trailing 17-9 in the first set. They get something going here, see if they can run some offense here.
Got a nice serve by King. Petty's picked it up. Collins going back row to Brooks. Off the net, picked up by King. Bork out to Barsh. And she's going to take that one right over to Brooks. Schnars in the middle. She's going to get blocked. Picked up by Behringer. Collins outside to Brooks. And that one's going to get shanked off the Islanders for another Sugar Bear point. That's going to bring up number 3 setter Marissa Collins to serve. Got a nice pickup from Maldonado. Bork going to go outside to Barsh. Petty's going outside to Najee. Off the block. And looks like we're going to get an in the net call on the Islanders.
Yeah, it's like Parker kind of got caught up in the net there.
Collins still on the serve as they're up by 10 here in the first set. Nice pickup by Maldonado. Bork outside, right side to Brink. And that one's going to land in for an Islander point. Islanders down by 9 here in the first set. Maldonado on the serve. Nice pickup by Brooks. Collins over to Schnars. Picked up by Bork. Maldonado over to Brink. Taking that right to Behringer. Collins going to go over to Schnars once again. She's going to get blocked, but that one's going to land in the Islanders side. So Sugar Bear is taking a 10-point lead here in the first set, 20-10. That's going to bring up Schnars to serve here for the Sugar Bears. And we're going to get an ace on the Sugar Bears side.
It just seems like everything is going right in this first set for the Sugar Bears. There was a lack of communication there from the Islanders side, but Schnars does have a massive jump serve, as you saw there as Barsh shanks it out. She just has so much power on that serving line.
Sugar Bears with a 12-point lead. Schnars still on the serve. Nice pickup from King. Bork out to Barsh. And Barsh tooling off the block for another Islander point. Got number 10, Brianna Brink on the serve for the Islanders. And an off pass from Brooks, and Behringer will give the Islanders their next point. Got Brink on the serve. That one will fall just over. Brooks will barely catch that one. Najee out of bounds, but we're going to get a tip call on the Islanders. That's going to bring up South to serve for the Sugar Bears as they are up right now by 11. Got a nice serve from South. Off serve, off pass from King. So that's going to bring up the set point for the Sugar Bears. And a nice right side slide from Sarah Sanchez will bring up the next point from the Islanders.
That was a nice cutback there from Sanchez on that hit there. See if Barsh here can get something going for her team. Trailing 24-13.
Got Barsh on the serve. Nice pickup from Schnars. Gonna get a pickup from Ramirez. Bork gonna go out to Phelps. Nice hit from Phelps. Collins going outside to Najee. Picked up by Barsh, but that one's going to get shanked out of bounds. And the UCA Sugar Bears will take the first set 25-13. We'll be right back after this with the start of the second set and some of the stats after that first one. You are watching Southland Conference Volleyball on the Southland Digital Network.
Think of the NCAA cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just...
Sorry. Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Contact your local State Farm agent.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact your local State Farm agent about a car loan that could save you hundreds. Every down, every day, every team strives to make their dream a reality. Experience it live at the 2014 NCAA Division I Football Championship Game, Saturday, January 4th at FC Dallas Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Affordable tickets available. Visit ncaa.com/FCS to reserve your seats today.
And you can hear the crowd cheering here in the Dugan Wellness Center as both crowds are trying to propel their teams forward into the Southland Conference Championship tomorrow against Northwestern State.
This atmosphere right now feels like it is the championship game here in the conference tournament, but you know, the Islanders coming up short there, 25-13. They are in their house, as I remind y'all, so you know, hopefully they take that momentum over. I mean, take the feed off of the crowd, because they are crowd feeders, and they feed off of the atmosphere and their crowd. So we'll see how the Islanders will bounce back from the first set.
Definitely. Sugar Bears taking that one, like you said, 25-13, just having a really tremendous start to their match. Islanders just coming out a little bit shaky on that one, didn't quite get the offense that they wanted to run. But let's see what they'll do here in the second set. Starting off for the Sugar Bears, we're going to get Brooks, Behringer, Scout, Collins, Schnars, South, and Ganter. And Islanders with the first put down of the second set. Setting out for the Islanders, we had Phelps, King, Maldonado, Bork, Barsh, Barink, and Parker. King on the serve. Got a nice pass from Behringer. Collins going over to Ganter. Bars powering through the block, and we're going to get a net call by the Sugar Bears. Islanders going up 2-0 here in the second set. Got a nice pick up. Nice hit by Ganter. That one's going to get put down for a Sugar Bear point.
The one thing I have to commend the Sugar Bears on is just how well they bounce back from errors and mistakes that they make. You can see it all over their face. When they make a mistake, it's gone. It's done. And they just bounce back off of it and get right at it and attack the teams. And that was what makes them so great and just have so much talent on their side.
Definitely off that soft shot from Barsh. That is going to bring up the next Islander point. Islanders up by 2 right now here in the second set, 3-1 with Maldonado on the serve. Collins going right over to Petties, and that one, she's going to put that one straight down for a Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears down by 1 here in the second set, 2-3. That's going to bring up number 3, Marissa Collins. It's a serve. Got a nice pickup by King Bork outside to Brink, and we are going to get an in the net call on, a double by Logan Bork. It's going to tie up the game 3-3 here. Marissa Collins still on the serve. Nice pickup by Maldonado. Bork out to Brink on the right side, and she's going to put that one deep in the corner for an Islander point. That's going to bring up number 10, Brianna Brink, to serve. And that one's going to fly right out of bounds for the next Sugar Bear point. After that service error, the Sugar Bears will tie it up 4-4 here in the second set. It's going to bring up Schnars to serve. Nice pickup by Maldonado. Bork out to Barsh. And off the block, Barsh will bring up the next Islander point. Islanders up by 1, 5-4 here in the second set. Number 4, Ivy Barsh on the serve. Got a nice serve from her, picked up by Beringer. Collins out to Najee, right over to Barsh, and she's going to put one down for a Sugar Bear point.
Now Najee doing a great job there coming into this set with just 3 kills. Didn't get the start in today's matchup, but she's coming in. She's making a big contribute on this Sugar Bear squad.
And South with a nice ace on the back line.
Maldonado not doing a great job falling all the way back. Just, it's all about the fundamentals and the basics. You see little things like that is what makes a difference in the game. It makes a difference in a win or a loss.
Definitely. Bork outside to Phelps. Phelps right over the block, picked up by Brooks. Collins over to Najee, picked up by Ramirez. Maldonado out to Barsh in the back row. That's going to get shanked. Picked up by Najee, and it's going to get saved right over by Ganter. Bork over to Sanchez. Collins out to Najee, picked up by Ramirez, and we're going to get an in-the-net call on the Islanders. Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the second set, 7-5 South on the serve. And that one's going to go out of bounds, so that's going to bring up the next Islander point. Islanders down by 1. Got Sanchez on the serve. A nice short serve from her. Picked up Collins going outside to Brooks. Picked up by Phelps. Bork going outside to Phelps. She's going to get blocked. Picked up by Sanchez. Bork back to Phelps. And right over the block, and she'll land that one in the back row for another Islander point.
Great placement there from Phelps on that. You saw the libero Behringer creeping up some on her attack, and she just went right for the corner. It was a great job there from Phelps.
That'll tie it up 7-7 here in the second set, We got a nice roll shot saved by Bork. Barsh going to free that one right over. Behringer over to Collins for Ganter, and that one's going to get put down for another Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears up by 1 here in the second set. That's going to put Rogers on the serve. Got Bork over to Phelps for the drop, and that one's going to fall right behind the block for an Islander point.
Completely caught the Sugar Bears off guard on that tip. Nice veteran play there from Phelps.
That's going to bring up number 13, Logan Bork, to serve as they tied up here in the second set, 8-8. Got a nice float serve picked up by Brooks. Collins over to Ganter. That's going to get shanked off the block. Maldonado over to Brink. Brink with a nice long hit, and that one's going to fall on the Sugar Bear side. Islanders go up by 1 here in the second set, 9-8. Got Bork on the serve for the Islanders. Going to pick up by Behringer. Collins going outside, picked up by Bork. Barsh from the outside, back row. Nice pickup by her. Brooks picked up by Maldonado. Bork, back row to Barsh. Picked up by Snars. Collins over to Snars. She's going to have to tip that one. Picked up by Parker. Out to Phelps. Phelps picked up by Rogers. Collins over to Brooks, and that one's going to get hit out of bounds, and the Islanders go up by 2.
So a lot of hustle there on both ends off of that volley. You know, you got some great defensive plays on both sides. Great job. That was a hard-earned point there for the Islanders.
Got number 13, Logan Bork, still on the serve for the Islanders. Got an off pass from Rogers. Behringer going to go over to Snars in the back row. Picked up by Maldonado. Brink. She's going to get blocked, and that one is going to land right in for a Sugar Bear point. That's going to bring up number 5, Scout Brooks to serve. And that one's going to be right in for a Sugar Bear point.
Coach Greystone's not too happy with that call. He's arguing that, you know, a lot of people thought that ball was out, but
I think it was more the ref's hesitation to call it in or out that really shook up the fans on that last one.
It's all about your first, impression, the first reaction to a ball. So, but it was a tough call there, tough break there for the Bearcats. The Sugar Bears.
And Maldonado will not be able to pick that one up, so the Sugar Bears will go up by 1 here in the second set. 11-5. Scout Brooks still on the serve. She's going on a 3-0 run here with the Sugar Bears. Got a nice pickup from Barsh. That one's going to get put right over. Collins out to Brooks in the back row. Picked up by Barsh. Maldonado going out to Brink. And that one's going to land too long out of bounds for the Islanders. So the Sugar Bears going up by 2 here in the second set. Scout Brooks on the serve for the Sugar Bears still. Nice pickup from Brink. Over to Parker, who's going to get blocked. Saved by Bork. Bars from the back row. Picked up by Behringer. Collins going to tip that one over, and Ganter with a double hit, and the Islanders will pick up their next point. That's going to bring up number 17, Haley King on the serve, as the Islanders are down by 1. And a nice pickup by Behringer. Collins out to Snars. Saved by Bork. That's going to get freed over by Maldonado. Snars once again, and she'll put it down on the line.
Saw Bork trying to hustle back after that great stop, but just can't quite get in place to set for that kill. But that was a good attempt, though. And that was a nice kill there from the Sugar Bears.
Yeah, great outside kill from Snars for the Sugar Bears. They'll go up 13-11 here in the second set with number 4, Behringer on the serve. Bork going outside to Barsh. She's going to tip it over the block, and that one's going to get tooled off for a Islander point. That's going to bring up number 3, Shayla Maldonado to serve. Got a nice pickup. Collins going middle to Schnars, picked up by Brink. Maldonado going to go outside to Barsh. Off the block, picked up by Behringer. Collins trying to tip that one out. Bork with it. Maldonado going outside to Brink. Brink's going to get blocked, freed over by Bork. Collins out to Schnars. Off the block and just falling in the middle of the defense. That's going to put the Sugar Bears up by 2, 14-12 here in the second set. That's with number 3, Marissa Collins on the serve. Nice pickup by King. Bork going over to Brink, and she's going to tool off the block for an Islander point.
So much intensity going on in this second set here. It's back and forth ball playing. Great, seeing some great plays, some great hustle attempts here from both teams.
Collins going over to Petty's. Nice pickup by Maldonado. Collins is going to save it. Petty's going to go right side to Snars, and that one's going to get shanked out of bounds by Brianna Brink. The Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the second set, 15-13 with Schnars on the serve. Get a nice pickup from King. Bork going over to Maldonado to free it over. And that one is going to land right in the middle of the Sugar Bears for an Islander point.
A rare miscommunication there from the Sugar Bears, but, you know, Maldonado was like, hey, I'll take it at that point.
That's going to bring up number 4, Ivy Barsh to serve. Nice pickup by Behringer. Collins going to go outside to Brooks, and she's going to put one on the line for the Sugar Bears. That's going to bring up number 8, South to serve for UCA. Get a nice pickup from Ramirez. Bork over to Sanchez, who's going to tip it out, and it's going to fall in the middle of the Sugar Bears once again.
Looked like Collins was trying to foot it, didn't quite get all the way to the ball on that play, but good point there for the Islanders.
That's going to bring up number 11, Sarah Sanchez to serve. And a nice float serve from her, picked up by Behringer. Collins out to Najee, off of Ramirez, and they'll pick up their next point. That's going to bring up number 6, Beth Rogers on the serve. Nice pickup by Barsh. Bork out to Phelps. Phelps off the block. Picked up by Maldonado. Bork and over to Parker for another big kill in the middle for the Islanders. Islanders down by 1 here in the second set, 16-17 with number 13, Logan Bork on the serve. Nice pickup by Behringer. That one's going to get blocked. Ganser over to Brooks. Brooks out of bounds. So the Islanders tied up at 17. Got number 13, Bork, still on the serve. That's going to get picked up by Brooks. Collins over to Schnars. Picked up. Phelps with a tip off of Maldonado. Collins over to Najee. Picked up by Barsh. Bork over to Phelps. She's going to tip it out, get blocked. Bork back out to Phelps again. And she's going to put it down for an Islander kill.
Islanders are starting to get some momentum going for them here in the second set. Definitely stepping it up from the first set here. Sugar Bears look like they're trying to make some adjustments here to stop this run.
Nice pickup by Brooks. Collins going to tip that one over. Maldonado out to Brink. Brink picked up by Schnars. Back out to Schnars in the back row. Picked up by Barsh. Bork out to Phelps. She's going to tip it over the block, and that one is going to score the Islanders their next point. Islanders up by 2 here in the second set, 19-17. Number 13, Logan Bork on the serve. Got a nice pick up by Behringer. Collins, she's going to get blocked, but Islanders just not quite there to pick that one up. So that'll bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Got Brooks on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pick up by Barsh. Out to Phelps. Phelps off the block, and the Islanders with their next point.
The Islanders are trying to find any way here to score against the Sugar Bears. Every point is precious for them. But the Sugar Bears here have got to make some adjustment here to stop Islanders.
Got a nice serve from King, but it's just going to fall shy of the line.
That's exactly what the Sugar Bears need to stop this break and this momentum going. Now the Sugar Bears have an opportunity here to run some offense.
Got Behringer on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pickup from King. Bork over to Parker. Parker's going to fly that one out of bounds.
Parker, it looked like she got a little excited on that kill. You know, nothing wrong with her being aggressive there, but just make sure she needs to make sure she follows through and just remembers to finish all the way.
Got Behringer on the serve. Barsh Bork out to Barsh, off the block, picked up by Rogers. Over to Snars, picked up by King. Bork out to Brink. Brink picked up by Beringer. Collins out to Snars. She's going to get blocked, picked up by Brooks. Collins back out to Snars. Picked up by Bork. Barsh over to Brooks. Collins over to Snars with a tip, and that's going to get picked up. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to hit the floor.
Very argument called there. Looks like Maldonado got her hand under the ball, and it was a late call from the officials, but the Sugar Bears just won that point.
We're going to get a timeout from the Islanders, and we will be right back after this with more Southland Conference Volleyball.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
And the crowd's cheering once again, cheering on both teams. Both crowds pumped up for these teams to play. Islanders down by 1 here in the second set, 20-21. You got a close second set as compared to the first set. You know, the first set, UCA Bears, they just really took it to the Islanders. Islanders waking up a little bit here in this second one.
Yeah, definitely made that major adjustment that they had to make from the first set on stopping the Sugar Bears from having a huge run, and getting those big points and jumping out there early. So you see the Islanders are definitely battling with this Sugar Bear team. Get a nice pick up from Barsh. Collins going to go right over to Petty's. Petty's going to go to Brooks in the back row, and that one's going to fly out of bounds. So the Islanders will get the next point and tie it up 21-21. That's going to bring up number 3, Shayla Maldonado to serve. Nice serve from her. That's going to get picked up by Sanchez. Put back over. Saved by King. Saved by Maldonado. Put back over. Collins over to Petty's to put that one down for a Sugar Bear point. Saw on that overpass. It was really close there, but you see here, 22-21 ball game. It's just, you don't know who's going to take this set. It's so close.
Got Marissa Collins on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pick up by King. Bork out to Brink. Picked up by Collins. Beringer going over to Snars. Picked up, shanked off by King. So that one is going to that will bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bear is up by 2 here in the second set, 23-21.
The timeout called there from Coach Greystone to settle his team down here, down by 2, 23-21, and it's definitely a nail biter. It's what we expected the semifinal game to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that the Islanders are doing a really good job fighting back here on the Sugar Bears after that first set. Their offense is really stepping it up now. Their defensive wise, they're just not covering those little spots where that's kind of throwing them off a little bit. It's some of the small choices that they're making that's really throwing them off. Sugar Bears, on the other hand, they're answering. Every time the Islanders put one up, they're answering back with 2 more. So, they're just doing a tremendous job on the offensive side.
Yeah, another thing I think the Islanders need to look out for is Schnars. Schnars is probably their most accurate hitter they have, and they seem to be relying a lot on her, especially in this set. So, middle blocker Sanchez and Parker need to step up now to try to stop, not just Schnars, but, Najee and Dietrich and all them on the front line, and need to have a look out for them because those are some aggressive hitters and they're really strong. And this is the time for the Islanders front line to step up and have some key blocks. Yeah, definitely. So that is going to put Marissa Collins on the serve for the Sugar Bears as they are up by 2 here in the second set. Get a nice pickup from Maldonado. Out to Barsh.
And that's going to land right in the deep corner for an Islander kill. Islanders within one of the Sugar Bears. That's going to bring up number 10, Brianna Brink to serve. Got an off pass from Brooks. Collins going out to Najee. She's going to get blocked by Sanchez and Bork.
That was exactly what I was talking about on shutting Najee down. You saw Bork and Sanchez go up strong on that block. That is the key block that the Islanders needed right here. Tied ball game 23-23.
Brink on the serve. Got a nice pickup from Najee going out to Schnars. Picked up by Brink. Bork over to Sanchez, tipping it right in the middle of the Sugar Bear defense. Islanders with set point here in the second set. Brianna Brink on the serve. Brink on the serve. Brooks with a nice pass. Collins going over to Petties, and Petties will put one down. 24 all. It is win by 2, ladies and gentlemen. Got Schnars on the serve. And we're going to get a line call on the Sugar Bears.
That was a great call there from the line official on catching that, because that is a breaker that is exactly what the Islanders needed right now to break this, as they are at set point here as Barsh serves.
Islanders with set point. Got a nice pass. Collins going over to Petties. Picked up by Phelps. Saved by Bork. It's going to get freed over by Sanchez. Collins out to Najee. She's going to tip it out. Picked up by Brink. Bork out to Barsh. Picked up by Behringer. Collins going out to Brooks, and she's going to tool that one off the block for another Sugar Bear point.
You see the desire. You see the adrenaline that's going through these girls' mind right now. Both these teams want this set, but I can tell you right now, the Islanders do not want to go after this set down 2-0 in the half.
Definitely got South on the serve. Picked up by Barsh. Bork out to Phelps. And she's going to put it down for an Islander kill.
Down to the last point here for the Islanders to see if they can.
That's going to bring up number 11, Sarah Sanchez, to serve. Short serve from her. Collins going over to Najee. And she'll get blocked, and the Islanders will take the second set 27-25.
That is what the Islanders needed to carry over to the third set. This big win is good. They're going in here 1-1 now, tied up after the second set. No team wants to be down 2-0. And that was a great job there for the Islanders of coming back and finishing strong.
What a tremendous second semifinal game we have going on here this afternoon. Islanders battling back after probably a horrendous first set, as they lost that first one to the Sugar Bears 25-12, and now battling back to take that second one 27-25. What a great job by the Islanders.
Yeah, you saw the adjustments that needed to be made. You saw just the Islanders to shake off that first set, because they just didn't look like themselves. They weren't playing the way that they know how they can play. And you just saw the key adjustments that they had made, and they executed when they needed to execute. And you saw the front line step up. I have to definitely commend Parker and Sanchez, the middle blockers, stepping up and having some key blocks here at the end of that second set.
Definitely, and you got to go over to got to talk about the Sugar Bears. Even though the Islanders, they kept answering here in the second set of the game. Sugar Bears would answer back as well. It was a tremendous fight between both teams. We're at the half of this ball game. Islanders and Sugar Bears splitting sets 1-1. We will be back after this with the start of the third set and the rest of the match. You are watching Southland Conference Volleyball on the Southland Digital Network.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, Just know we're always there for student athletes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Contact your local State Farm agent.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to contact your local State Farm agent.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm.
Borrow Better banking sign. Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go. Want to borrow better? Contact your local State Farm agent about a car loan that could save you hundreds. Every down, every day, every team strives to make their dream a reality. Division I Football Championship game, Saturday, January 4th at FC Dallas Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Affordable tickets available. Visit ncaa.com/FCS to reserve your seats today.
At Mid-South Bank, we're dedicated to providing loans that allow our customers to achieve their business and personal dreams. That's one promise you can bank on. We're not just business associates, we're neighbors. We're committed to our customers and the strength of our local economy. Here at Mid-South Bank, responsibility matters. With over 61 locations and still growing in Louisiana and Texas, discover how our customers are finding strength in numbers at Mid-South Bank.
Takeout meals for just $12.99. Call them.
Sherry Pearson. You are the sole surviving heir of the King of Montanopolis, and you are now worth $45 million.
I'm rich. This can't be real.
Of course it's not real. Come on. Having money isn't about luck. Like that takeout meal. Cook at home instead, you can save thousands a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig.
Mark! Anna! Ooh! Hey! Hey! Forgot your lunch. Hey! Hey!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome to the Maya and Miguel Challenge. Meet Maya in the game.
Oh, hi, I'm Maya.
Maya and her friends want you to get up and play, because it's always more fun to be active.
Let's get started.
Just go to letsmove.gov and look for Maya and Miguel. You'll find tons of fun activities that'll help keep you healthy and active. Whether you play sports, run, dance, or jump in place, just get up and play at least an hour a day. Take the Maya and Miguel Challenge today at letsmove.gov.
Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles.
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking.
Red state. Blue state. Vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown. Downtown.
Optimist. Center.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities,
Live.
our families,
United.
even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Thanks.
You believe this guy? Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry.
Pass the honey? 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here on the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi campus, home to the 2013 Southland Conference Volleyball Tournament. This afternoon, we have an exciting and, I want to say, dramatic matchup, JJ,
Yeah,
to say for the most part, between, this is the second semifinal game between the UCA Sugar Bears and the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. What a matchup, JJ.
So intense there. You saw the Islanders taking that set 27-25, just back and forth. Love that kind of volleyball. I mean, this game is going, it's like a championship game will probably go. The crowd is in it, the intensity, you can feel it from all parts of the court right now. It's such a great game going on right now.
Definitely, Islanders struggled a little bit there in the first set as they dropped that one to UCA. UCA came out just, firing in that first set. They came with all guns firing. They won that one 25-13. Second set, that one was the battle between both. They were just both duking it out. And, Islanders came out on top of that one 27-25, and they're trying to look to see if they can get that one back here in the third set.
I will say, though, UCA, they are just known from bouncing back from, situations like that. This is what they do. They are a veteran squad here. They have so much maturity, so much veterans at key positions. So we'll just see how they will come back and react to this situation that they're in.
Got Bork going outside to Phelps. She's going to tip that one right over, picked up by Schnars. Schnars going up in the middle. She's going to get blocked. Collins going back to Schnars on the right side. That one's going to get shanked out of bounds. So the Sugar Bears going up by 2 here in the third set. Got Behringer on the serve, picked up by Maldonado. Bork over to Parker, who's going to put it right in the deep left corner for a Islander point.
Parker there is splitting back row on that, going cross court there. It was a great job there.
That's going to bring up number 17, Haley King, on the serve. Got a nice pick up. Schnars getting picked up by Maldonado, but Maldonado is going to shake that one out of bounds. So that's going to bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bear is up by 2 here in the third set, 3-1. That's going to bring up number 3, Marissa Collins, to serve for the Sugar Bears. And she'll go into the net.
Very rare misserve there from Collins. But the Islanders got the momentum back going for them.
That's going to bring up Maldonado to serve. Nice pick up. Oh, we got an off pass from Marissa Collins, picked up by Bork. Maldonado going over to Brink on the right side. She's going to take it over to Collins once again. Najee back row to Collins, picked up by Bork. Maldonado out to Barsh. She'll shank tool one off the block, and that one will pick up the next Islander point. Islanders all tied up 3-3. Islanders and Sugar Bears all tied up here in the third set, 3-3 with Maldonado on the serve. Got a nice pickup from Snars. Collins going to Petty's in the middle, picked up by Maldonado. Bork going over to Brink on the right side, and she's going to put that one right past the block for another Islander point. Islanders up by 1 here in the third set, 4-3. Got Maldonado on the serve. That one's going to fly just past the line. That's going to bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Schnars on the serve for the Sugar Bears. It's all tied up 4-4 here, and she will go into the net.
That is a big break there for the Islanders because Schnars is one of the top servers in conference. You see that powerful jump serve with that nasty backspin. So that was a break there from the Islanders.
Get an off pass from Brooks. Collins going out to Brooks on the outside, and she'll tool off the block for a Sugar Bear point. One thing that you got to mention about Scout Brooks on the outside is that she is a consistent hitter from almost every spot on the court.
Yeah, Brooks just gets so high off the ground. She's standing at 5'10", and she just jumps just massively out of her shoes. As the Sugar Bears get a point on that one, out of bounds hit.
Yeah, Sanchez just trying to hit that line, didn't quite land where she wanted it to. That's going to bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bear is up by 1 here in the third set, 6-5 here in the third, with South on the serve. Bork going outside to Barsh, and that one's going to fly out of bounds. Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the third. Got Amy South on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Got a nice short serve from her, picked up by Maldonado. Nice cut by Sarah Sanchez, picked up. Back row to Snars, picked up by Ramirez. Bork out to Barr. She's going to cut that one right over to Snars, and that's going to pick up the next Islander point. That's going to bring up number 4, Ivy Barsh to serve. Got a nice serve by Barsh, picked up by Brooks. Outside to Najee on the right side, and she's going to put that one right past Maldonado for a Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the third set. That's going to bring up number 6, Beth Rogers to serve. Got a nice serve by Rogers, and that one's going to land right next to Barsh for a Sugar Bear point.
Yeah, that was nice serve there for Rogers. Just barely getting that line there. Barsh needs to do more of a better job on reading that ball, but that's where communication comes into hand. You got to have your team communicate like, hey, that's in, to take charge on that.
Got a nice tip from Phelps powering through that block, and she's going to push one through for an Islander point. Islanders down by 2 here in the third set, 7-9. Got Sanchez on the serve. She's going to put that one nice and short, picked up by Brooks. Collins going back row to Snars, picked up by Sanchez. Bork going over to Parker. That one's going to get freed over. Collins over to Snars, pushing that one back, and that one's going to fly out of bounds. Good look by Ivy Barsh. We need a little bit of a sweep here. A little wet spot on the Sugar Bears side.
See, getting a lot of support here for the fans there. The sweeper.
Got Sanchez on the serve. She's going to put that one nice and short, and she'll come up with an ace for the Islanders. Sanchez still on the serve as it's all tied up here in the third set, 9-9. She'll put it nice and short once again, picked up. Collins going outside to Brooks, and she'll take it right over to Ramirez, and she'll put one down for a Sugar Bear point. Got an off pass, freed over by Ramirez. That one's going to get tipped over by Collins.
Good saves there from the Islanders, but it was a nice tip there for Collins, though, but great hustle from the Islanders on that, trying to keep that ball going.
Got Brooks on the serve. That's going to get picked up by Ramirez. Bork outside to Phelps. That one's going to get shanked off of Rogers, and that's going to pick up the next Islander point. Islanders down by 1 here in the third set, 10-11. That's going to bring up number 13, Logan Bork. Got a nice float serve by Bork, picked up by Behringer, but that Collins is just not going to get to it, and she'll come up with an ace for the Islanders. Bork on the serve here in the third set. Nice pickup by Snars. Collins outside to Snars. Picked up, and we're going to get an in the net call on the Islanders. That's going to bring up number 4, Shelby Behringer, to serve for the Sugar Bears. Bork going outside to Phelps. Phelps going to roll that one right over. Snars picked it up. Got a tip over by Pettis. Parker battling it out, but she's going to get blocked, and that one's going to land right in for the Sugar Bears.
I think what Parker should have done more so on that one is just go up with 2 hands, trying to block it to keep it, from coming down, because that would have been more of a safer play to do in that situation.
Got another sweep cheer for our great staff on hand this weekend.
I think the sweepers love it on that. I mean, they're getting some support too, working hard.
Got Behringer on the serve for the Sugar Bears, and Bork will go over to Parker. She's going to get blocked, and that one will get put straight back down for a Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears will take a 3-point lead here in the third set, 14-11. Got Behringer on the serve. Short serve picked up by Maldonado. Bork out to Phelps. She'll power through the block and bring up the next Islander point. Phelps showing a lot of emotion there on the Islanders side of the court.
Big kill there to stop that Sugar Bears momentum.
Outside to Snars. She's going to get blocked. That's going to bring up the next Islander point. Islanders down by 1 here in the third set, 13-14. Got number 17, Haley King, on the serve. Nice pick up from Rogers. Over to Pettis. Ooh, that was just going to be a little bit too long for her. That's going to pick up the next Islanders point. Islanders tying it up here in the third set, 14-all. Got a nice pick up from Rogers. Collins going over to Pettis. But Pettis is going to get blocked.
This Islander team is not backing down from this big bad Sugar Bears front line. You see Brink and Parker with 2 big key blocks here in this third set. They are definitely stepping up.
And with the off serve from King, that's going to bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears desperately needed that break from them. That's going to bring up number 3, Marissa Collins, on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pick up from King. Bork going over to Brink. She's going to get blocked, but I believe they're going to call a 4-hit call because the ball did not quite clear the net. So the Sugar Bears taking a 1-point lead here in the third. 16-15, got Marissa Collins on the serve. Nice pickup from Maldonado. Bork out to Barsh. She'll take it right over. Brink taking it back over to Collins. Petty's over to Najee. She's off the block, picked up by King. Bork over to Parker. She's going to fly that one out of bounds. So the Sugar Bears will be taking a 2-point lead here in the third set, 17-15. Marissa Collins still on the serve for the Sugar Bears. And again, the floor is just
as we get it close
one of those key components here today in the matchup. So Marissa Collins on the serve. Picked up by Maldonado. Bork out to Barsh. She's going to power through the block for another Islander point.
Seen a lot of ricochets and missed blocks there from the Sugar Bears. You see Schnars and Petty try to go for that block. You know, they need to make sure that they keep their hands in so that the ball will deflect in the court instead of just ricocheting off.
You know, I got to commend all the hitters here out tonight because a lot of them are doing that, and it's a really smart move for all of them. You know, sometimes you're not going to quite get the set that you want, so you got to hit that ball as smart as you can, and tooling off the block is probably one of the best things I think you can learn as a hitter. It's such a great asset to have, to know what you can do as a hitter.
Yeah, especially with Ivy Barsh, you know, and outside hit standing at 5'9", a lot. She's going to be overtowered by a lot of blockers, as you see the Islanders want a point there.
Definitely Islanders now down by 1 here in the third set, 17-18 with number 10, Brianna Brink on the serve. Collins going over to Najee. She's going to put that one on the line for a Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the third set.
And the Sugar Bears need a key point. They definitely look to Najee there on that right side. She just has she's so strong and has so much power, just building up at 6'2". She's doing a great job here today.
We got South on the serve. Nice pickup by King. Bork out to Barsh. And she'll put one that in the back corner for an Islander point. That's going to put number 4, Ivy Barsh, on the serve as the Islanders are down by 1 against the Sugar Bears, 18-19. Got a nice short serve from Barsh, picked up. Outside to Najee, picked up by Barsh, but that one's going to get shanked out of bounds. Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the third set. That's going to bring up number 6. Beth Rogers to serve. Nice pickup from Maldonado. Bork out to Phelps. Phelps off the block, and she will score the next Islander point.
We have to commend Phelps right out. She's doing a great job in this set. She came into this third set with 8 kills, and she's in the double figures right now. She's doing a great job stepping up for her team.
Islanders down by 1. Collins out to Brooks. Off the block and just going to fall right in front of Ramirez. And now number 5, Scout Brooks on the serve for the Sugar Bears as they're up by 2. Picked up by Maldonado. Bork out to Phelps. Off of Brooks. Rogers going to have to free it over to Snars. Maldonado, Bork out to Phelps. And she's going to hit that one right off of Behringer for an Islander kill.
Behringer just moving out of the way on that kill. Just so much power on that kill from Phelps.
Got Logan Bork on the serve for the Islanders. Nice pickup by Snars. Collins going outside to Snars. Off the block. Picked up by Barsh. Bork out to Phelps. Off the block. Barely saved by Snars. Back down by Parker. Got a nice play by Parker there off the overpass from the Sugar Bears. That will tie it up here in the third set, 21-all. Nice pickup by Snars. Collins out to Snars on the outside. She's going to tip, and that one's going to fall right in front of the coverage. So the Sugar Bears up by 1 here in the third set, 22-21.
Very smart from Schnars there to You know, you see the intensity going on in this game and just so much momentum from the Islanders side, and just to stop that and get the crowd quiet off of that little tip. Such a smart play just from the sophomore.
Definitely. That is going to bring up number 4, Shelby Behringer, to serve for the Sugar Bears. Got an off pass from Brianna Brink. That one's going to have to get freed over. Collins over to Petties. That's going to get picked up by Bork. Brink over to Phelps. She's going to tip that one right over, and that's going to get shanked out of bounds for an Islander point. That's going to bring up number 17, Haley King, to serve for the Islanders as they tied it up here in the third set, 22-22.
You saw a glance there at our Super fans cheering on.
And we're going to get a timeout by the UCA Huskies. Excuse me, Sugar Bears. Correction, so sorry. We'll be right back after this with more Southland Conference Volleyball.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to contact your local State Farm agent.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here on the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi campus, home to the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament for volleyball. We are in the second semifinal game here this afternoon as the UCA Sugar Bears take on the A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. Earlier this morning, Northwestern State took the HBU Huskies in the first semifinal game and will enter into tomorrow's championship. These two teams are now duking it out for a spot into the championship against Northwestern State.
Last spot here. You see so much confidence right now in this underdog from the Islanders there, as they were the number 5 seed coming into this tournament. Not backing down at all from this number 1 team.
And a nice hit from Schnars on the outside. She'll put one down in the corner for a Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears going up by 1 here in the third set, 23-22. Marissa Collins on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pickup by Maldonado. Bork out to Barsh. She's going to tip it deep, and that one's going to fall out of bounds. Sugar Bears with their first set point of the third set, and the Islanders will call a timeout.
Yeah, smart move there from Coach Greystone calling that timeout, as the Sugar Bears only need 1 point to take this third set. A little questionable on that Barsh tip that she had there, trying to place it so much, but you know, it was a good attempt from her.
Yeah, you know, the Islanders are playing really smart towards the end of this third set, but you know, it's going to take a lot of pushing to get pushed past these Sugar Bears. The Sugar Bears are known to really put a game away, so you know, they are 1 point away from taking away the second set. So you know, going into the fourth set, it's going to be a crucial match for both of these teams. With no matter which one wins, they're both going to be coming out fighting on that fourth set.
We'll see how the Islanders will react here coming off of that timeout. As the Sugar Bears have possession, you see Collins is getting ready to serve, trying to finish off this third set for her team.
We got Marissa Collins on the serve for the Sugar Bears. King with a nice pass. Bork over to Brink. Taking it over to Behringer. And Parker will get blocked in the middle, and the Sugar Bears will take the third set, 25-22.
Yeah, hey, the Islanders went down 1-0 at the beginning of the game, so we'll see how, you know, they will bounce back from that. Just neck and neck the whole time. Just so much confidence, so much aggressiveness from both teams, and this fourth set is going to be just such an exciting game.
Definitely. We'll be right back after this with the start of the fourth set of the match between the UCA Sugar Bears and the A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. You're watching Southland Conference Volleyball on the Southland Digital Network.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Contact your local State Farm agent.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact your local State Farm agent about a car loan that could save you hundreds.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here on the Texas A&M-Corpus Christi campus, home to the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament. This afternoon, we have the Islanders taking on the Sugar Bears in the second semifinal matchup. Earlier today, we had the Huskies taking on the Lady Demons. The Lady Demons coming out on top and entering in a spot to be in the Southland Conference Championship tomorrow afternoon. Sugar Bears and Islanders battling it out. The Sugar Bears up right now in the match, 2-1 in some very tight sets we've had these last 2 sets.
Yes, this just feel the adrenaline rushing here in this gym. You know, both teams, whatever the outcome is, both of these teams have played great in this game and in this weekend. And, you know, you wish you could say you can see both of them in the championship, but hey, only one can stand and be the final winner. You know, looking at these stats, for Central Arkansas, top hitter right now is number 13, Heather Schnars. She has 16 kills today so far in this game. And following her is Scout Brooks with 9 and Jessica Najee with 9. So, you know, those 3 hitters, as we've been speaking about it before, even since before the tournament started, has been the key to their offense, along with Collins with 39 assists. So, you know, in order for the Islanders to compete with them and stay in this 4th set, you know, try to shut some of these hitters down.
Definitely. Starting out for the Islanders right now, we're going to have Parker, Phelps, Bork, Maldonado, Barsh, and Brink. For the Sugar Bears, we're going to get Schnars, Petties, Najee, Brooks, Behringer, and Collins. Collins on the serve to kick off the 4th set. Nice pass by Barsh. Bork out to Phelps. She's going to get blocked, but she's going to power through it and pick up the first Islander point.
Ashley Phelps right now with 15 kills leading her team. She is the most consistent hitter they have right now with a .433 hitting percentage. So, you know, Islanders, if they need someone to go to, you know who to go to is Ashley Phelps.
Definitely. Got a nice kill by Snars, picked up by Barsh. Brink trying to run under the net to save that one. Didn't quite get to it quite in time. So that's going to bring up the first Sugar Bear point. Schnars on the serve. Nice pick up by King. That's going to get hit over. Picked up by Brink. Back over by Petties. Petties with a double tip down to bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Got Schnars with a nice jump serve. Picked up by Barsh. Bork out to Barsh. Picked up by Behringer. Collins over to Brooks. Picked up by King. Maldonado with a down ball. Collins picked up by Bork. Out to Brink. And she's going to find the back left corner.
You see Behringer, the libero for the Sugar Bears, kind of creep up some on there, leaving that back right corner open. She makes sure that she reads the hitter a lot better. You see Bring on the right side. She's very good at going cross court, so Behringer needs to make an adjustment on that before things start getting out of hand.
And Maldonado in the serves into the net, So that's going to bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bear is up by 1 here in the fourth set, 3-2 with Behringer on the serve. Nice short serve by Behringer, and that one's going to get dropped in for an ace. And the Sugar Bear is up by 2 here, 4-2. Behringer on the serve. Nice pickup by King. Bork out to Brink. Off the block, and she'll tool one off for an Islander point. Brink on the serve, picked up by Brooks. Collins out to Najee. Off the block, picked up by Maldonado. That's going to get tipped over by Bork. Collins out to Brooke. And that one's going to get shanked out of bounds, and Islanders will tie it up here in the fourth set. Brianna Brink still on the serve. Got a nice pickup by Schnars. Over to Najee, and she's going to cut right for a Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears going up by 1 here in the fourth set, 5-4. Got number 6, Beth Rogers on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Got enough pass by King. Bork going over to Barsh. Barsh with a nice kill picked up by Behringer. Collins out to Brooks, and she's going to catch the back line. Sugar Bears up by 2 here in the fourth, 6-4. Got Beth Rogers on the serve. Got a nice pickup by King. Bork out to Barsh. She'll get picked up by Behringer. Collins over to Schnars. Picked up and saved, but that one's going to get saved out of bounds. So that will pick up the next Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bear is up by 3 here in the fourth, 7-4. Got Beth Rogers on the serve. Got a nice pickup by King. Bork over to Sanchez. Picked up by Schnars. Collins back over to Brooks. Picked up by Bork. Bars, but we're going to get a double called on her. The Sugar Bears will go up by 4 here in the fourth set. Rogers on the serve. Nice pickup by King. Bork over to Sanchez. She's going to power through the block. Picked up by Rogers. Collins going to free that one over. King with a nice pass. Bork over to Sanchez once again. Picked up by Schnars. Collins sliding it over to Dietrich, and she'll put one down for a Sugar Bear point. Islanders going to call a timeout here in the fourth set.
This is what the Islanders did not want. The Sugar Bears getting this momentum and this intensity going on their side, up here 9-4 in this set. They're feeling great right now.
Definitely. We'll be right back after this timeout with more Southland Conference volleyball.
At Mid-South Bank, we're dedicated to providing loans that allow our customers to achieve their business and personal dreams. That's one promise you can bank on. We're not just business associates, we're neighbors. We're committed to our customers and the strength of our local economy. Here at Mid-South Bank, responsibility matters. With over 61 locations and still growing in Louisiana and Texas, discover how our customers are finding strength in numbers at Mid-South Bank.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament. We are in Game 2 of the semifinals between the Sugar Bears currently down here in the match 1-2, as well as the Sugar Bears being up in the fourth set 9-4 with number 6, Beth Rogers on the serve.
Yeah, they're coming off of this time out. The Sugar Bears are on a 5-0 run here.
Bork out to Barr. She's going to push that one, and that one's going to be put out of bounds. Got Beth Rogers on the serve. Nice pickup by King. Bork out to Barsh. She's going to find the back line for an Islander point. That's going to bring up number 4, Ivy Barsh, to serve for the Islanders. Short serve from Barsh, and that one's going to go into the net. That's going to bring up number 5, Scout Brooks, to serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pass from Maldonado. Bork going to go outside to Phelps. That one's going to get picked up by Rogers. Over to Snars. That one's going to get picked up. Bar's going to go over to Bork. Picked up by Behringer. Collins out to Snars. And she's going to put one down in the back corner for another Sugar Bear point.
Great line kill there from Schnars. She's leading the game and her team in kills right now. Doing a great job.
Scout on the serve. Nice serve from Scout. Bork going outside to Phelps. She's going to tip that one right over. Picked up by Brooks. And that last kill is going to get picked up by Barsh. Maldonado going over to Phelps. She's going to tip that one right over to Dietrich. Snars off the block. Bork is going to tip that one over to Phelps. Phelps going to put that one back to Behringer. Collins over to Snars. Picked up by Ramirez. Out to Phelps. She's going to push that one into the block, and that one's going to get put back down. That's going to bring up number 5, Scout, as the Sugar Bears have an 8-point lead. That one is going to get thrown, pushed out of bounds for another Islander point. Islanders down by 7 here in the fourth set. That's going to bring up number 11, Sarah Sanchez, to serve. Nice pickup by Dietrich. Collins going over to Snars, and she'll put one right between Sanchez and Barsh for a Sugar Bear point.
The Islanders just has not made this adjustment here in this fourth set. As we said earlier, the Sugar Bears, when they get going, it's hard to stop them. They have an outstanding offense, and the back row for the Islanders need to figure something out here.
Nice pickup. Bork going outside to Phelps, and she'll tool off the block for an Islander point. Nice serve from Bork, picked up by Rogers, out to Brooks, picked up by Bork. Maldonado over to Barsh. Nice pickup by Brooks. Collins over to Petties. That's going to get blocked and put back over. Bork out to Brink. Saved over by Behringer. Saved and freed over by the Islanders. Dietrich. And that one off the block, and that one's going to land in for a Sugar Bear point. Got Collins on the serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pickup by Barsh. Bork over to Brink in the middle. Off Behringer. Saved by Collins. Going to get freed over by Behringer. Bork over to Brink. She's going to get blocked, and that one's going to land in. So the Sugar Bears taking a 9-point lead here in the fourth set.
The Sugar Bears are just hot right now. Just have the Islanders number. Just doing a great job here. Offensively, defensively, everything is just going right for these Bears.
Definitely. We are going to get Heather Schnars with 20 kills on the match right now.
Heather Schnars is just so aggressive right now, just probably hitting the best that she's probably had all season. This is definitely the game for her to be on and be high like she is now. She's doing a great job.
She really is. She's also followed by Brooks and Najee, both combining, both having 10 kills on the match. Their offense is just doing a tremendous job here.
You see Coach Greystone there talking to him down here, 16-7. You know, it's a tough break for them. They are playing hard. They're doing their best here to try to stop this Sugar Bears team. But let's see how they would, be coming out of this timeout. They have to get their front line to step up here and start stopping Schnars and Najee and Brooks, who are doing a great job here for the Sugar Bears. Definitely.
We are going to get number 3, Marissa Collins, on the serve for the Sugar Bears.
The fans are still behind this team, still believes in them, even they're down here 16-7, not giving up. We'll see how they will react after that timeout.
Collins on the serve. Nice pick up by Barsh. Bork over to Barsh on the back row. Picked up by Collins. Petties. And that's going to get a double call on her, so the Islanders will pick up their next point. Islanders down by 8 here in the 4th set. That'll bring up number 17, Haley King, on the serve. Got a nice serve by King, picked up by Brooks. Collins going out to Najee, off of King, and that will bring up the next Sugar Bear point. Got Schnars on the serve, and she'll go into the net for the next Islander point.
Schnars with another missed serve. Big break there for the Islanders to get some momentum going for them.
Got a nice serve off of Maldonado. Najee finding that back line, and she will put one down for the Sugar Bears. That'll bring up number 4, Shelby Behringer, to serve for the Sugar Bears. Nice pickup from King. Bork, right side to Brink, off the block. Islanders down by 8 here in the 4th set. That's going to bring up number 10, Brianna Brink, to serve. It's a nice pickup from Brooks. Collins over to Dietrich, and she'll put one down for a Sugar Bear point.
The Islanders just don't look like themselves right now. They just out of place on kills, not, just getting to the ball here. Just everything just looks like this is going wrong for them right now.
Got Barth for the nice pickup. She'll come from the outside. Pickup from Rogers. Collins going over to Schnars, and that one's going to fly out of bounds.
So we have an overrule call there. The head official overruled that out call. Coach Greystone's not too happy on that one.
Not at all. That'll put the Sugar Bears up by 10 here in the 4th set, 20-10. Beth Rogers on the serve. Nice pickup from King. Maldonado going to have to free that one over. Collins going outside to Brooks. And that one will fall right in front of Ramirez. 4 and Sugar Bear point. Sugar Bears up by 11 here in the 4th set. Rogers on the serve. Nice pickup from King. Got a battle at the net between Bork. Got a good pickup from Ramirez. Bork going outside to Barsh. Barsh off the net. Over to Dietrich, and she'll get blocked, but that one's going to land out of bounds. The Sugar Bears will go up by 12 here in the 4th set. Bork outside to Barsh. Nice pickup. Picked up by Ramirez. Bork sliding it over to Sanchez. Nice pickup by Snars. Brooks from the outside, and she's going to put one down for the Sugar Bears. Rogers on the serve. Got to slide over to Sanchez. And that ball is going to get put down for the Sugar Bears, and they will have set point here, match point here on the fourth set, 24-10. Nice pickup from King. Bork over to Sanchez, and she will find the line. That's going to bring up number 4, Ivy Barsh, to serve here in the fourth set as the Islanders are down 11-24. Got a nice pickup from Rogers. Collins out to Brooks. Picked up by Ramirez. Bork out to Barsh. Picked up. Collins over to Dietrich. Picked up by Bork. Maldonado out to Phelps. Picked up by Rogers. Collins over to Dietrich. Picked up by Maldonado. Barsh from the back row. Picked up by Dietrich. Out to Brooks, and she'll find the back line, and they will take the match. Sugar Bears taking the Islanders 3-1 here in the second game of the Southland Conference semifinals. The Sugar Bears will see themselves tomorrow in the Southland Conference Championship against the Northwestern State Lady Demons.
Congratulations there to the Sugar Bears. You know, they just took control over this last set here, taking it 25-11. You just saw them just step it up, their adrenaline, just keep it going on their side, and you know they did a great job. And just congratulations on the Islanders for having a great season here, but falling a little short in the semifinals. But it was a great matchup here today.
Definitely, we had some really good, outstanding ending stats for the game. You know, you had Heather Schnars finishing it out with 21 kills. You also had Scout Brooks finishing with 13, as well as Jessica Nagy finishing out with 12. I mean, some tremendous hitters that are going to go into tomorrow's matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a great championship game with number 1 versus the number 2 seed here, Northwestern State. And, you know, I'm just really excited to see how that outcome is going to turn out.
Definitely. So, and then taking a look at the Islanders side, I mean, we had quite a few players finishing a good couple of kills there. We had Ashley Phelps leading the team with 16 kills, followed by Ivy Barsh with 13. And then we had Sanchez and Parker and Brink, following them with 9, and Parker and Sanchez finishing it out with 5.
Yeah, Islanders did a great job here as those hitters stepped, you know, big job to Phelps having a great game. You know, I'm sure not as pleased with how the outcome came out, but she performed excellent, and along with senior setter Logan Bork, who did a great job also offensively.
And we are going to go down to Dixie Lee, who is with Marissa Collins from the UCA Sugar Bears.
Okay. All right, I'm here with senior setter Marissa Collins. All right, Marissa, you had 39 assists today and 10 digs. All right, how do you feel about your performance in today's game?
I mean, I feel like I played well, but I feel like my team did too, and we all came out like knowing that we had to give it our best today, and I think that's what we did.
All right, awesome. So, you guys had a really strong lead taking the first set there, but the Islanders picked it up and they came back with a win in that second set. How did you guys keep the momentum moving on after halftime?
You know, we came out really strong today, which was our goal, but we definitely knew that with them being on their home turf that they were going to come out that second game firing. And, you know, they did, and maybe they caught us on our heels a little bit, but when we went, you know, out for the break, we knew that we just would come back and take care of our side and play our game, and I think that we did just that, and, you know, we ended up with a win.
All right, awesome. So how do you feel about going into the championship for the second year in a row?
I'm really excited. I just feel blessed that our team has the opportunity to, you know, be in the championship game again and, you know, have the potential to go to the NCAA tournament, which was a huge deal. So we know how important tomorrow is, and we're ready for it.
All right, awesome. Well, congratulations on today, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
All right, back to you, JC and JJ.
All righty. Thanks, Dixie. And taking a look back at some of the final stats, congratulations to Marissa Collins having 56 assists on the night.
Great numbers there from player and setter of the year of the Southland Conference. She did a great job here running this offense and stepped up when needed to step up. And, the Sugar Bears team, just excited to see how, the game's going to turn out tomorrow, because it's going to be one heck of a matchup with them one and the number 2 seed of the tournament.
Definitely. And that matchup will be here in the Dugan Center tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. against the Northwestern State Lady Demons. That should be a very interesting matchup. We will also be... Yeah, that will be a tremendous matchup between these two teams. They have played well throughout both of the tournaments. Throughout the tournament, they've taken on some great teams, and, it all comes down till tomorrow to see who's going to go into the national tournament. Alrighty, and that will conclude our broadcast for this afternoon. You have been watching Southland Conference Volleyball on the Southland Digital Network.